Okay, so I'm waiting for my helper to get back and give me a lift with the underframe, but in the meantime I can get the cam bolts into the hutch top. The hutch top, of course, goes above the desktop and sits on top of these panels lined up like so, and inside those is where audio gear will sit. So first things first, we need to get the cam bolts in to the respective holes of the hutch top, and then we can drop our little panels onto those. So I'm going to need 4 of our cam bolts in total for each side. So all we need to do now is ease our little rack panels into place. Now, it doesn't matter so much which way you put these, as long as you put them all facing the same way. So each side of the hutch top is finished, so it can face either way. And you'll see if I line this one up with the cam bolts and put it on one way versus the other way, it's been precision machined so that it doesn't matter which way you do it. But what does matter is that you decide which way is going to be the front, and then you make sure that the rack strips always face the front. And in the case of each pair, they're going to face the front toward each other like that. So in this case, I'll do them so the front is facing the camera, and this will be our outside. And I could have checked the arrows on these, but I'm not so worried about that in the case of these cam bolts and locks, because they're so light that I can easily make adjustments if I need to. Now those two are in place, you can see nice and clearly that this is going to be facing toward the front of the desk, and the front of all of our pieces of rack gear, whatever they might be, will be facing out here, and the rear of them goes this way with the cables dropping out the back. So I'm going to go around and tighten these cam bolts for this up now. Okay, so clockwise, gently to tighten that one up. And once again. Okay, and then same again for the other side. Okay, now ready to do the other end. So just remember that we've established that side with our rack strips is going to be the front. So we just want to make sure that we face the ones on this side the same way. And another one facing the same way. Okay, so that's our upside down hutch top ready to go. If I flip it around, see what it will look like when it's the right way up. That is what we should see. So let's get that one out of the way now and get the underframe dropped onto the top. So just note before we switch back to connecting the top that there are 2 holes in the bottom of each of the rack panels on the hutch top. So once we've got the top on the underframe and we've flipped everything back the right way up, we'll then put cam bolts in the holes that are pre-drilled on the top of the desktop. Then those bolts will slot into these holes in the bottom of each of the panels.